Hello, fiery tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War, with me, BlueAnkylo. We are going to begin Chapter 10 today, so we're going to get some story as usual, do a little bit of a map overview for what's coming, and then we are going to, of course, spend some time in our friendly castle, getting some arena level ups. And I have some hopefully fun way to add a little twist to that for today's episode, to talk a little bit about our stats for those of you who are interested. And yeah, that's the plan. So let's get to it. With Thracia's downfall, Seliph sets his sights on his final destination, Granvale. His route to the Empire takes him through the Militos district, a collective of free cities that we've never been to, but just south of Chalfie, which is his father's castle, Sigurd's. Which was once a vibrant and wealthy hub of commerce for all of Jugdrol. Now, though, only a dying land choked by the Empire and the Loptirian Order lie before Seliph. At Kronos Castle, the seemingly mad rule of Queen Hilda has condemned countless citizens to savage, merciless death. And in the Rados region, Bishop Morgan, under the command of Archbishop Manfroy, which have heard that name before somewhere, conducts child hunt after child hunt. Wealth, liberty, hope, even life itself, all crumbled through the people's fingers. As the evil cult plies its sacrificial rituals and pile the bodies of their victims ever higher, Seliph knows he cannot leave Militos be. Greeted by raucous cheers from the people, the Liberation Army routed the Empire's men in a fierce battle, freeing the city of Perlukos. The hope of Militos had slowly been rotting away in the Empire's hands, but at long last, the arrival of Seliph and his Liberation Army breathes new life into the nation's future. And we've got this army, so we might as well conquer it while we're here. Chapter 10, Light and Darkness. Ishtar, what's the status here? Everything is moving smoothly according to your plan, Lord Julius. So if you remember Ishtar from a couple chapters ago, we killed her brother, fought her, she almost died and almost killed us technically, but what's his face over there, Julius, managed to teleport her away. Heh, I wonder what it must be like to be as terrified as our sacrifices to the Dark Lord as the peasants must be. I've seen it myself, knowing their children are doomed to the stake. Nigh drives them mad with grief, particularly the mothers. Magnificent. Let them learn now the true meaning of despair. Let their will to live erode and crumble. Let them become little more than rag dolls. Let them become the ideal slaves for the rise of the Loptir Empire. Also, it seems we've captured far too many children. The castle simply doesn't have the room for them all. How shall I handle this? Send them to Belhalla at once. I will groom them personally, I think. Friends, family, it matters not. By the end, they will despise each other, ready to kill their own in power's name. Only the fittest will survive, and the fittest will become the ideal citizens of Loptir's new world. But, Lord Julius, what of your father? What of Emperor Arvis? The Emperor refuses to allow any child hunts under his watch. My father? My father is not worth fretting over, Ishtar. I will persuade him easily. Lord Julius. Ishtar? Where is his highness? Oh, mother, the prince departed for Belhalla. He did he? You know, Ishtar, I dare say the prince has quite the love for you. Hell, I'm already hearing the wedding bells ring. But I... Open your ears, Ishtar. Frege is by far the most esteemed of Granvale's noble houses, and I, like the Emperor himself, am of House Vilthamar. There is nobody in this land who could ever be worthier to the prince's hand than you. As you say. Now then, we have more pressing matters ahead. The rebels, murderers of my dear husband and son, are coming this way, Ishtar. Not only that, they dared to steal Ulster from us. Never... Ulster? Do I have an Ulster? Maybe this is a translation thing here. Tinny? Tinny is related. I don't know. Never has history given Frege a more dire enemy than Seliph, his father, and all of his kin. I shall await them here at Kronos. Maybe that was the name of the castle or something. That I may give them the welcome they deserve. You run along to Miletos. After all, these brats won't arrange their own journey to Belhala. Yes, mother? Your Majesty, the mages are in position. However, we have a slight problem. A small few children escaped our hold amidst the cover of confusion from our deployment. What are your orders? Excuse me? How dare anyone under my command be so incompetent? Pff, no matter. Kill them all, teach them a lesson. Relay this command to General Riddle at Rados. He is to put them all down at once. Where do we go? I don't know. But if we get... Don't cry, it'll be fine. Don't you know the Crusaders are coming? They'll save us, I know it. Okay, the Crusaders will come. I know they will. Bunch of children over there. Great. Free XP if we can get it. General Riddle. We got orders for you from Queen Hilda. She wants you to move out at once. Excellent. It is high time we had work which better befits knights. I am absolutely fed up with hunting children. I swear, if I have to hunt even one more child. Oh, what a pity that is. You see, we have a handful of escaped brats who are in sore need of an execution. Ah, for the love of... What's this? Are you a loyal Imperial General, dissatisfied with your orders? Do I smell the filthy traitor in the trust of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Arvis? No, sir, I could never consider betraying His Majesty. Very well, I suppose I have no choice. Honor of a knight? How quaint. Alright, a whole bunch of cav. A whole bunch of cav. And some mages, of course. There's gonna be a lot of dark mages on this map, I think. Perlukos. Princess Julia, at last I found you. Huh? Who are you? The shock stripped you of your memory all those years ago, did it? Perfect, now come. No, take your hands off me. You cannot resist fate, my dear. Now cease your struggles and come along. No, Seliph, just like her mother, I'm kidnapped right in front of everyone else. Seliph, I'm hearing that a couple of children have just fled Kronos. Oh, this is the other one. Unless we step in now, they're sure to meet a grisly end. Children? Oh, very well, we'll move out at once. I won't rest until every last one is safe. We've got another problem, too. It's Julia. She's gone. I've searched high and low, but she's nowhere in sight. No! How could it be? I can't believe it either. But that's how it is. My guess is the enemy seized her from underneath our watchful eye. But why? Why would they only target Julia? It just doesn't make any sense. If only we knew who her mother was. Gah, hold on, Julia, wherever you are. No matter what happens, we'll find you. We'll see. So, Chapter 10, guys. Perlukos. Some cool music. There's a few mages down here. One or two. Maybe a dozen. Some snipers. Ooh, I haven't seen enemy snipers in a while. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen enemy snipers in this game. A fortify healer. Long range dark mage. Now I need Julia to deal with all the dark mages, and I don't have her. Lame. Anyway, a whole bunch of dark mages, couple archers, couple silver sword heroes. Okay. We got some villages, some axe guys, a bunch of kids to try to save. Queen Hilda, hey, a droppable A rank fire tome. Not bad. So, I mean, it's not great. It's not a super spell, but, I mean, I'd like to have it. And, this is Riddle. Brave Sword, Power Ring, pretty strong. Also Pursuit, also critical. Good to know, good to know. We're probably going to want to use someone with magic to kill him from range, I think. And he's got archers with silver bows and speed rings. He's got so many rings. Where are you guys getting all these rings? So many rings. Mage Knights with El Thunder, also speed rings. Duke Knights with silver lances and speed rings. And axes. Well, axes, pretty bad. Lances, decent. El Thunder, decent. Silver bow, pretty good. And Brave Sword, pretty strong. Pretty awesome. Lots of axe guys to burn down the villages. Probably some barricades we can't get through. Another castle. Another castle. Hey, it's Chalfie! That's where we're trying to go. I don't know how we're going to get there just yet. Other than swimming. You know, I think we can probably bet that there'll be a bridge over here. Seems to be, it'll probably be like, this is a road. There'll probably be a bridge right there later. And that's probably it. Where's my map? Oh, there's a pirate in the water just swimming around. Cool. Well, he's probably going to head down to break those two. Okay. Well, we'll have to figure out a plan to, you know, move south, deal with the mages, save a couple village, save some kids. I assume the army over here will be meeting us somewhere over this way. We've got more pirates, so if we want to save all these villages, we'll have to be fairly quick. So we'll have to worry about that. But first, for today, we're going to do some arena stuff, right? Of course we're going to do some arena stuff. No, Julia. So, first off, we're looking at Seliph. He's got enough money to buy a Paragon Band, which, you know, we might as well do. And, pretty good swords. I don't think I'm going to worry about moving anything around on him just yet. I certainly could toss him one of our magic rings, but, you know, he'll be okay. Who's got the Paragon Band? Not Patty. I think I must have sold it, right? Because I did use it on her to get her promoted, and then I probably sold it back. Yeah. Okay. And Carpra, it might be worth using him last, like, get everyone through the arena and then give him the Paragon Band if I can. Well, we could just give him some money from Patty, basically, if I wanted to. This is the Warp Staff. He needs a fair bit of gold, because I want to repair that for 10,000 so he can keep leveling up. And maybe get him the Paragon Band so he can get to level 20 to get promoted. And, you know, generally just be a little bit more survivable. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So anyway, let's start with Seliph. I can buy him the Brave Sword if I need to, but we'll try it out with the Silver Sword first. Which, yeah, we can afford the Paragon Band. We do have a Wind Tome to put on. There's some inventory management we're going to have to do at some point. Don't forget about this Wind Tome. But for now, Paragon Band. Oh, I should check while I'm here. First, is there anything in his supply? We're just... I never went around and checked everyone's supply. I'm just way too lazy. But I thought, like, I should check the armory. Is there anything new? I think this is new. Rescue Staff. So we'll want to pick that up for somebody for 15 grand. Because they'll need A-rank staves, so that's... Well, Corpora, obviously. Lana. Who else can do it? I guess technically the Master Knight, so Leaf. I don't know if anyone else has A-rank staves, so we'll figure somebody out for that. I don't think there's anything else new in the shop, so just one new staff. Oh, before I forget, yeah, let's look at the auguries. So we still have 2 couples that need to fall in love. Seti and Tinny, right? Not Talcha, but Tinny. Oh, you're well and truly in love with Tinny. Okay, so that means they're very close. They're not actually married yet, but they must be very close. So that won't take too much more time to get the lover. And then the last one was Lean and Aries. I thought they would have fallen in love by now, but I didn't do a very good job keeping them adjacent last chapter, so... Oh, okay, so they're close as well. So hopefully we can get both of those couples paired up before too much longer. You know, nice to get those lover support bonuses. It is like a traditional Game Boy Advance and beyond support, where when you're within 3 squares, you get the stat bonuses, hit, avoid, and all that. So only crit when you're adjacent, I think, but you get the hit and avoid in 3 square radius. So okay, let's work on Stella first. We'll do probably 1 round of the arena at normal speed, and then after that we might speed it up. Because we've got a lot of people, we've done this more than once by now. You guys know the drill, right? So, first time, we got a mage with Elwind. Pretty good spell, but I'm assuming they're not that high of a level. So, relatively easy. Oh, also, one thing, when we get a level up, I'm going to talk about my little secret surprise for today's episode. Well, I can talk about it while we're going through the arena. Grants, the paladin with a steel sword. This should be easy. Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. On my second monitor, I've got all the different classes' stat maximums. Because I was talking about how I wonder if I'm not getting stat ups because, you know, there's literally no more room to improve. And we're gonna look at everybody's once they get kind of their level ups from the arena, just to see if it's like, yeah, they're done. Oh, Roland of the Silver Blade, not very strong. Yeah, these guys not very good compared to the power of the Seliph. Dark Mage. Okay, this might be trouble with my mages because he'll have weapon advantage over anyone. But I don't think the weapon advantage will win. I think the Jormagon tome is very heavy, so the Wind tome will still be better in a sense because it's so much lighter. Alright, HP and magic. Yeah, Seliph, I wonder if he's already basically maxed out his important stats. Very rarely when I'm playing a Fire Emblem game do I ever even have to think about max stats, because you generally don't get anywhere near them if you're playing casually. It takes like post-game content or grinding or just focusing on like 1 or 2 guys to get max level rather than spreading the XP, and I love spreading the XP, so. HP, luck, and defense. Well, luck is always capped at 30 in case you're wondering, so. In this game, HP always goes up to 80 maximum, and luck always goes up to 30 maximum. So it's really the other stats that I'm talking about. Level 28 Dark Bishop with Jormungand and a shield ring. I'm going to trust the Silver Sword to carry us through. Might speed through the animations a little bit to save some time. Yeah, I mean, Seliph is just clearing house here. No problem at all. And 1 more round. What do we get? There's been a lot of mages, hasn't there? Rank 7. A queen. Indra's. How many queens are there in this land? Still, she's probably more like a sage than a, whatchamacallit, the armor knights. So no Pavice probably makes this easier, because in the last couple chapters, all the mages were like heavy, whatever you call them, generals, I guess, with, you know, the Pavice big shield blocking skill. If they don't actually get that, but they've got similar stats and the same spells, it should be much easier, honestly. HP, speed, luck, defense. That's, you know, we got a couple defense ups there. Good. Alright, good job, Seliph. I think he made enough money to pay for his bargain band, basically. So we didn't actually lose any money. And I think I'll probably repair all of his weapons. If I wanted to buy him rings, they're 20k a pop. So you could make an argument that I might want to save 40k to buy 2 rings, but I'm not going to bother. I have no reason to think I need to give him rings. I was just like, technically I could. But he's already got 2, so that's fine for now. I'm really not sure who should be holding on to the rings. I feel like they're kind of wasted on Larcy and Ulster because they don't get a lot of heavy combat because they're not quite fast enough with the movement. I mean, they get a lot of value out of them when they're fighting. It's just they can't keep up with the group very often, and I need to rush down and kill those mages. Having 9 movement is so much more important. So having rings on people like Nana might actually be better. Like a speed ring on Nana to get her a little bit higher would be nice. Also a speed ring on people with heavy weapons, so they're, you know, actually able to get pursuit rather than not. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just thinking about stuff. Okay, so Seliph was fine. So, the thing that I'm going to point out is he's a Night Lord. So let me scroll down to promoted units. Where are we? Oh, the translation might mess me up a little bit here. What would this have been called? Lord Knight? Yeah, okay. Night Lord is probably the same as Lord Knight. Different translations, you know how it is. So, if I'm reading this correctly, his strength is capped at 25 via stat max. So he's already at the best strength he'll ever get. His magic can cap at 15, but he doesn't have very much magic growth. His skill and speed both cap at 22. That's why he's not getting very good level ups. His strength, skill, and speed are already maxed. His luck can still go to up to 30. His defense is 22, which is now maxed. We actually just got that point on the last level up. And... wait, am I... yeah, 22 for defense and 18 for resistance. So he's got almost no more possible growth. He can get HP, he can get luck, and he can get resistance. And those aren't his best growths. He'll probably get a little bit more resistance, maybe a little bit of luck along the way, but yeah, basically he's already as good as he's going to get. That's kind of unfortunate that, you know, by the time you get to level 30, you've got a reasonable chance of maxing out all your stats, so you don't actually get much gains out of them. But yeah, in case you're wondering why we're getting poorer level ups, that's definitely it. 25 strength, 22 skill speed, and 22 skill speed defense. Night Lords have a really bad max stat, like, that's pretty poor, I feel, for maximum levels. I have a feeling a lot of our Cav units are going to be like that, so. Let's go look at Larcy then next. I like to do her in the arena because she just crushes it. We'll still pick her up the Paragon Band. I could buy her another ring if I cared, but I don't think she needs it. Let's just send her on in. I'll probably still want to move... I've got 2 Silver Blades technically now. Hannibal has 1, but he's definitely not a great Silver Blade user himself. So we'll probably want to move that over, maybe to Ulster. I'm kind of thinking Ulster. You definitely want them on people with good speed and skill, because they're kind of heavy for swords and kind of inaccurate. So it's nice to stack it up on someone that's not going to miss, basically. And I am kind of just watching Larcy's combat here, because the Sword Myrmidon classes, essentially, they get all the cool skills and animations. HP, speed, and luck. Well, the fact that she's got 30 skill and speed tells me those are probably capped. So yeah, like, there's not a lot of growth left here. Worrying about all these Paragon Band levels doesn't even really matter much, but... man, Roland can't even touch her. Yeah, let's start speeding through this. I definitely like showing it off, but... man, she is so good with that Silver Blade. I think I'll have to give one to Ulster, right? Like, he's got a Steel Blade, which is strong. But I think I'll take that +4 damage. Because it could be +4 times 5 with Astra. That's... well, you know, she might not have a lot of room to improve at this point. Alright, another Dark Bishop. And there's no chance he kills her, right? Like, even if he hit her, it wouldn't have killed her. And she would have had 2 more attacks for sure. Not even counting Astra's. Yeah. Plus, she can get adepts anytime via good attack speed. HP, luck, defense. I bet you she's capped on strength, speed, skill already, so. And finally, one last mage. Fire Mage is honestly probably one of the easier level 7 arena fights, because fire's kind of the worst. It's kind of like an axe, and although it does a lot of damage, it doesn't actually do more damage than wind or thunder. It's just very heavy. Alright. Easy peasy. Let's start speeding through some of this stuff a little bit to save some time. I'm going to try to remember to repair after I'm done on the arena so I don't, like, forget, because I want everyone to get kind of repaired up a little bit. So let's scroll down to Swordmasters real quick here. Yeah, there we go. So, of course, 80 HP cap. Her strength cap is 27, yes. Magic is 15. I think the lowest cap is 15, so there'll never be a cap lower than 15. So basically, if you're not a magic user, you can just trust that 15 is the worst. 30 is generally the highest, unless it's HP. So skill and speed are clearly capped. Luck is always 30, and defense for her will cap at 22. And resistance at 18. So she'll never cap her resistance. She doesn't get enough growth in that. She is not going to cap her defense, but with good luck, you might be able to pull something like that off. So yeah, she can only gain level ups in magic, luck, defense, and resistance and HP. So never any more good level ups, basically. Okay, so Ulster's next. The Steel Blade is not going to be getting the crit skill. That would be actually really good on these guys, now that I'm thinking about it. Getting a weapon to 50 kills, because they can only use swords. There's no sword that has the crit skill like a killer bow. Yeah, getting to 50 kills, like a sword master with a brave sword with 50 kills would be absolutely insane. But they're already kind of killing everything in one round anyway. But yeah, I think I'm going to move Hannibal's Silver Blade over. He doesn't really get great use out of it. I don't know what I'm going to give him yet. He can use a lot of weapons, but he also has 5 movement and pretty bad speed. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet much, to be totally honest. Oh, we're a little bit low on money. Let's sell... We can always buy this stuff back, so don't worry about it. He doesn't lose money. We're actually... Yeah, that's fine. And he probably doesn't need... I think speed is more important than skill most of the time. And then we can buy him his new Silver Blade. And the Paragon Band. Oh, well, it's only 20k. I was thinking 40k, right? Never mind. I'm dumb. I got lots of money. We'll leave him with the Wind Sword for now. The good news is we didn't lose any money there because he, Right, and he's... I like having a backup blade that's kind of weaker on these guys. It's not a big deal, but, like, the thing is, it's dumb in the sense that even if I try to not get a kill with Larcy by using a weaker weapon, she still probably can trigger all this stuff and get the kill anyway, so it's almost never going to work. It's more just a backup in case you, like, break your Silver Blade or something. Anyway, this should be about the same as with Larcy, so we'll just speed right through it. He doesn't have Adept, but otherwise, he's just a slightly more defensive version of her. I guess he's not quite as fast, to be fair, but good level up, probably, for what he can gain. See if I can find Hero over there. I wonder if Hero was formerly known as Sword Fighter. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. He got hit finally. HP, speed, and luck. If he can cap out his speed, whatever his speed cap is, that's definitely the best case. Yeah, he's not quite as dodgy as Larcy, but he definitely has more physical defense. So, in a sense, he does do slightly worse in this arena because there's so many mages. And that amazing speed and evasion on Larcy does give her a bit of an advantage. He would be better against physical fighters by a little bit. Not by much, though. She's got... He's not too far behind on... Larcy's not too far behind on defense. Oh, that's it. Alright, sell off the Paragon Band. And repair the Silver Blade. And might as well repair this stuff while we're here. Alright, so Ulster, the hero. Let's see. So it's not a sword fighter. A sword fighter has a 22 strength cap. What will it be? What was a hero formerly known as? That's the... Sorry, guys. I thought this would be a little bit easier, because looking it up, it has different names. Free Knight, Warrior... I actually don't know what they're calling him. I wonder if he gets the same stat caps as a hero as the Sword Master does. Because if it's the same, then the strength cap would be 27. The magic cap doesn't matter. Skill and speed might be 30, but if he hasn't got any skill ups lately, it kind of makes me think he's at the cap for skill, which is, for him, must be 27. So what's a class that has a max of 27? I think... I have a hunch that he is the Forest class in the old translation. Because it's right underneath Swordmaster, and it has a 25 strength cap, an 18 magic cap, and he did get more magic up when he promoted. And then 27 skill and speed instead of 30, like the Swordmaster. And 22 defense, 18 resistance. So he may be capped out on defense and only have 1 more speed to gain. Which would be a little bit sad. It's unfortunate, you know, the 30 speed cap and skill cap is really nice, but you know, you gotta give Swordmaster something. Like, I don't know what the heroes get. Like, they get a tiny bit of magic? That's not very good. Hero, slightly gimped class. Alright, there's no reason not to do Shannon. Oh, money. Well, we'll see about that. Does he need the Paragon Band? I mean, he's only level 21. Everyone else is getting close to level cap here. Alright, let's do someone else that has money. That's fairly easy. Maybe I should do one of the mages. That sounds like fun, right? We just did all the swords. Tinny does not have enough cash. Arthur does. Let's send Arthur through then. I mean, it's no big deal. Oh yeah, Arthur's got a ton of money because he doesn't even need the Miracle Band. I don't even know if he's got space for this. Yeah. What am I going to do with Arthur? Well, we're going to get... We're actually definitely going to get an A-rank flyer... an A-rank fire tome on this map. So I'm thinking... Because he's like a wind tome, I'm going to keep him with a magic ring. I'm going to leave Tinny with Elwind. I guess he could have Thoron and she could have Bologna. Whatever, or Bologna, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to sell this one for now, so I don't go over the gold cap. And, I mean, it's not a big deal. We got lots of money. Look at all the spells. We got the full suite of magic available. Alright, buy this. Hit the arena up. Hopefully he can clear the arena with the Wind Tome. There's a lot of mages, so... The trick will be maybe the Dark Mages. But like I was saying earlier, I think it should be fairly easy. Plus, he does have Wrath, so, you know, things get a little bit crazy if he gets damage below half. This should be pretty much automatic, right? Yeah, nothing to worry about there. Roland, the hero, is not heroic enough for Arthur. Let's see what we get here. 1 HP, 1 luck. Not amazing. Alright, this is our first Dark Mage. We still have way better accuracy, but we're not actually hitting very hard. We're only doing like 22 damage, whereas this guy did also 24 damage. No, we do 22. He does 24. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're way faster, right? So clearly speed is the thing. Axe guys mean nothing. Say goodbye to the silver axe. +1 speed is definitely nice for Arthur. Actually, doesn't he have 30 magic already? Like, he's already capped his most important stat. If he can just get some more speed, that's basically all he needs. Noth. So I'm assuming this might be his most difficult challenge here. But we've got the speed edge. Like I said, the Dark Tomes are very heavy. We can survive 2 hits? No, we're dead in 2 hits. So we needed a critical. How did we get a... Oh, right, halfway dead. Wrath crit. Yeah, that's the stuff. Alright. Wrath is so good. Now, fire does have weapon triangle on wind. So we need to not miss here over and over again. Now, if we do get hit... Does that put us into... That did put us into Wrath range. Okay. So, yeah. Anytime you get set below half HP, if you can get killed in 2 hits, then 1 hit sets you off your Wrath, and then you just wipe them out next fight. Interesting. Well, that was Arthur. I was a little bit worried, but it actually wasn't that scary. So he's got kind of over the gold cap now. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with him. He can send money to Fee should we want to. Like, I could send money to Fee and then sell off eventually the Return and Miracle Band, which... Miracle is nice, but I don't know who I'd want that on either. Because it only applies if you're, you know, below 11 HP, and then the Return Band, I don't know. I kind of wanted to put that on my mages, or my cleric style, by people that have... Like, I probably wouldn't give that to Corpora. If I can get enough money onto Corpora, so that he can return after he's done warping people, And the same thing with... I should probably move Lana's to Nana, maybe? Whoever has the return staff and the warp staff, anyway, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so that was fine for Arthur. Let's go over his caps, just so you can see. Oh, he's got 30 magic, but only with the magic ring. But it might be capped at 25 anyway. So, on my chart, a Mage Knight has a strength cap of 18. Doesn't really matter. A magic cap of 27. So... No, sorry. Wrong class. A Mage Knight has a strength cap of 20. A magic cap of 25. So yeah, we're capped on magic. Skill and speed are also 22 each, so we're capped there. Luck is 30, of course. Defense goes to 20 and resistance goes to 22. So yeah, he's getting pretty bad level ups because he's already capped his magic, skill, and speed, the most important ones. All he can really gain is defense and resistance that matter. Now, he can use swords, but, you know, he's not very good with it, so... Okay, next. Let's see, who's a good target? Maybe an archer or something? Oh, we could do Seti. He does not have enough money. Do I want to buy him? I might want to buy him the Paragon Band. I mean, I'm not trying to micromanage too much, but it is nice to get those bonus level ups. Favel could definitely buy the Paragon Band. He doesn't get a lover, so there's no need to worry about his money, other than if I'm trying to repair the Euphel. But we'll do his next, just because he had like exactly the right amount of money. So we haven't actually seen how the archer enemies work. I'm actually going to put a save down, because if he gets into trouble, I'd probably rather... Well, I was thinking I could trade him the Brave Bow, but it's probably cheaper just to use the Euphel once or twice if I need it than, you know, pay the difference on the Brave or Killer Bow just to get an easy kill. Now, I assume most of these fights will be the same because we're fighting mages. But here you go. We got an Arch Knight instead of a... Honestly, I don't even remember what rank 2 was. Most of these arena enemies are, like, pretty forgettable. 2 HP, 1 strength, 1 defense. Sure. I wonder if that's the strength cap for him. 27 is often the max. So the hero gets a wind sword. That's not a great trade-off. Yeah. Dark Mage. Looks like we kill in 2 hits, so this is nothing to even think about. Now, Favel only has the pursuit skill. He doesn't get, like, adept or anything else that's fun, so... He's a fairly simple character to work out, like, skill-wise. Gloria the Sniper, this is a new one, so this replaces the axe guy, I think. I guess the silver bow is better than a silver axe. But she's just not accurate enough. We actually do more damage, more defense, more accuracy by double. Yeah, she had no chance. Sorry, Gloria. Thank you for the XP, though. HP, speed, magic, luck. He definitely could use some speed. That's for sure. So, good. Rank 6. Dark Mage. 54 to 92. Okay. So, we might need a dodge here. I think we can only take 1 hit. Yeah, the next hit kills us. But we get pursuit, so as long as we don't miss. Yeah. Auto win, but only if we don't miss 3 out of 3 on 92%. But he's got a 54%, so getting a dodge was possible, you know. We could have lost that one. That's all I'm trying to say. And then... Fire Magic. Same kind of scenario, but she went first. So that means we don't pursuit? Well, this is bad for Favel. Yeah, we're going to need 1 more dodge here. Because she exactly kills. Okay, Favel. Okay, we definitely could have lost that one. I'm surprised that she actually outsped us. I know she's got a speed ring, but those fire tomes are heavy. HP and luck. Hey, he might be our only character to max out on what am I trying to say? Luck. Okay, consider that completed. Let's repair up the silver bow and the steel bow, and probably not the Euphel, because 40 uses is lots. I try not to use it too much anyway, so. So our sniper here. I mean, he's got Oh, I guess bows... It's only the killer bow that's really light. He was actually only working with around a 12 attack speed. Yeah, I can see him being outsped. Alright, let's look up a sniper. Sniper caps, 27 strength, so that's that. 15 magic, doesn't matter. 27 for skill and speed. So he can still get a fair bit of speed, which is nice, but he is capped on skill and strength. His luck is 30, like everyone, and his defense is 22, and his magic defense is 18. So if we get some good level ups, we can get his speed and defense up a little bit higher, which would be nice. Other than that, not much else for him to gain, other than, you know, capping his luck. Cool. Do we want to do Lester at the same time? He's nowhere near having enough money for Paragon. So we just do the arena with no Paragon, basically. I think. Yeah, I'm not going to bother sending him money. It's fine. And I'll probably just speed through it with a Brave Bow, because it should be easier than with a Silver Bow, right? Like, Lester might not have quite the stats that Favel has, but Brave Bow attacks twice, and I think... Does it have crits yet? It's either critical... Yeah, we have enough kills on it to get crits, so... A critical Brave weapon is stupid overpowered. Like, very, very, very strong. HP 2, skill 1, magic 1, defense 1. You know, he's almost got max luck, too. Such lucky archers. Come on, Lester, don't miss. I think he missed one at 92, that's why it was so dangerous there. Anyway, the final round. He got a crit, she hit him, and then dead. Yeah. Good job. Alright, I wasn't too surprised. Made a little bit of money, made some profits. Lester, just trying to go a little bit faster now with some... Now that we're kind of got you got the gist of how the arena's going to work this time around. So, what would we call a Arch Knight in the old translation? Arch Knight, Bow Knight. There we go. It used to be Arch Knight was unpromoted, and then Bow Knight was the promoted version, and then at some point they flipped them. So his strength cap is 25, so he's still got room to grow. It shouldn't matter what his rings are, but his maximum strength is 25 base. 15 magic, 23 skill and speed, so he can get one more skill up, but that's it for speed. Luck is 30, so he's almost there. Defense is 23. He might cap his defense. And then resistance is 15, so, you know, standard stuff there. Or 18, sure. Yeah, he could definitely cap out his defense, luck, speed, skill. He probably won't cap his strength. I don't know if he's had bad luck on that, or if it's just, you know, he's not a particularly strong base character. But, yeah, I feel like a power ring on this guy that has a Brave Bow that can crit is a pretty good combination. It might be nice to move the Killer Bow down to Favel, because I don't use it very much anymore. And essentially the Brave Bow with 51 kills is almost like a Killer Bow anyway. Killer Bow is just so good in terms of accuracy and weight. I could move it over, right? I'll think about it. I'm not going to do my inventory switch right now. We're just trying to get through the arena. Okay, so that's archers done. Let's see. Who else would be easy to do? I'm just trying to pick up, like, easy characters to just rush through right now. Oh, probably people that have brave swords. We should do Dermot, because I'll probably want to move his sword around to anyone that struggles, because he's got the critical brave sword, basically. So let's get him through the arena. This should be super easy. He doesn't have enough money. Do I want a Paragon Bandit? Yeah. Wing Slayer doesn't matter. Armor Slayer doesn't really matter either. Like, all these weapons that he basically has never used, because the Brave Sword is better, you know. Alright, let's rush through this with Brave Sword. There's no way anything stops a critical Brave Sword, right? Like, I'll try not to fast forward all the way through, but like you can look at the accuracy and stuff if you want a little bit, but very few enemies are going to get a counter on him, I think. He might be the best arena person just because of the weapon. HP, luck, defense. And then axe, you know, weapon triangle plus axes are bad. And dark mage, you know, they'll do a lot of damage if they ever hit us. They would be stronger if they were the generals that had that Pavice, because they might block his attack and pull off a lucky counter. But instead, they're just squishy mages, so they're dead. And finally, Indra, basically the same thing as what happened to everybody else. Yeah. Did anyone really have any doubts that we just clear through that real easy? I need to remember to buy this back on him later, but I'm going to sell it because it's the best weapon for anyone who can use it, basically. Anyone who's going to struggle will want to use that Brave Sword, so don't let me forget to buy it back. But that's basically his sword, and man, Dermot's pretty awesome. So Forest Knight, let me have a quick look at what that is called. Yeah, Free Knight to Forest Knight. It used to have 2 R's, but now it has 1 R. Strength cap is 23, so he's there. He's got literally 0 magic. That's pretty impressive, actually. Skill cap is indeed 30, actually. Oh, he can still get up some skills. So his strength is capped. His skill can go to 30, which is very rare. That's the second one I've seen that goes to skill 30. So far, Swordmaster and Forest Knight are the only 30 skills. Now, he's only got 2 more level ups, so he's not going to get to 30, but he might hit 28 or 29. Assuming the chart isn't lying. And then his skill cap, or his speed cap is 27, but he's not going to get anywhere near that. Luck is 30, defense is 23, so he's not going to hit that either. And magic resistance is 18. So, unfortunately, a 23 strength cap is kind of low for a physical fighter, but it's better. Like, you know, snipers had 27 or something, which was much nicer. But, you know, I have a feeling you'll notice a lot of our promoted cavalry units are going to have a strength cap around 23, because otherwise they would be better than the swordmasters, the foot units, basically. Anyway, that's Dermot. Nana's probably just next. She can't afford the Brave Band, or the Paragon Band, but she doesn't really need it. I'm not going to trade it over for her, and we'll just breeze her through real quick. She has her own Brave Sword. It doesn't have crit, so it's not quite as good, but it's still good enough. Level up. Great level up. And final one got hit. Oh, she's outsped here. This is kind of bad. We need a dodge. She did not get any dodges. Oof. Oof. So if we go from this point, she needs 2 dodges and no misses. It's still not actually that hard. I think she got pretty bad luck on her first round. And there you go. Maybe she needed 3 dodges? I didn't actually double check the math. Anyway, she's done. Good enough. Let's not worry about it too much. We'll repair her Brave Sword and her Return Staff. I could give it to somebody else, but I won't, and I'll repair her Men's Staff. So the idea is, if she's not clearing... I mean, she cleared the arena, but even if she couldn't clear the arena, she can still hit level 30 with Return and all that. But her stat gains have been pretty poor. Like, I don't remember exactly what her growths are, but they're not that amazing. So she's a female paladin, which is different than a normal paladin. Let's see if I can find it. Troubadour to paladin. Okay. So, for those of you keeping track of these sorts of things, her strength cap is 24, so she hit her strength cap. Her magic cap is 20. It doesn't matter. She's never going to get it. Her skill and speed caps are 24. She's nowhere near it. Luck is 30. Defense is 24, so she's very near luck. Or she's very near defense, that is to say. And her resistance cap is 20. So she's not getting very good growth rates. If you wait till her chart, her card shows up on the side there, you'll probably notice her growths are pretty bad. It's nice that she hit her strength and might hit her defense caps, but strength, skill speed, not great. Magic, terrible. So kind of interesting with her. Okay, who's next? I haven't done, like, I could do Fee. Can I get her? I can probably get her 40k. What would I sell? She probably needs the Brave Lance to win. She might want the Slim Sword to help. You know, because she's got the Brave Lance, I probably could move the Slim Lance to someone else, because as much as it's nice sometimes to have the lighter weight, if I wanted higher speed and evasion, I probably would use the Slim Sword anyway. And seeing as she's already got a very strong weapon, we'll just get rid of this. Having range 2 is nice, and we'll just rebuy this later. It's fine. Oops. Forgot the most important part, actually buying the Paragon Band. Don't let me forget, heal. There's some inventory that I'm probably going to forget. Alright, let's get through this. Yeah, we'll just use the Brave Lance, it's fine. It'll save time. I don't want to go too far over our 1 hour limit today if I can help it. But I'll get as many arenas as I can done by 1 hour. Alright, HP, skill, defense. She really would like some strength ups, to be honest. Weapon triangle disadvantage, it didn't really matter. She's so fast, you know. If I could just get her some strength. Ah, magic and resistance. Resistance okay, but magic. What does she care about magic? I guess I could have given her one of the magic weapons. Like, I could trade her the wind sword, and then she could give the javelin to someone who needs that. I wonder if that would be worth trading, because she's got a lot of magic, or comparatively a lot of magic. She'd actually get, oof, terrible level up there. Alright. Sell off the Paragon. At least repair the Brave. Oh. I might actually give her, like, I might trade her off the javelin for a wind sword. Because she flies, it's definitely nice for her to have a good, you know, ranged weapon. She can technically crit with it even at range. Ulster is really not using this very often. I mean, I know last chapter I put him in a castle and he used the wind sword to kill a bunch of javelin, but it really didn't matter. Like, it didn't help him because they didn't attack him. So he could have just had the silver blade and killed them the same way. Which is, I think, what I did anyway. And because she's mounted, she can get, you know, and also fly. She'll probably get more value out of it. And then her javelin, which sort of overlaps for the same usefulness, we could pass on to one of my other units that technically would like it. Finn's already got one. I think Oify's got one. There was somebody else that could use it, though, like Ares. Yeah, it might be nice to give him... Well, he's got the light brand. Who else is it then? Leaf has got a bow. Well, we could give it to Altina. She could have a ranged javelin. Yeah, because she... Well, she could use the magic sword as well, but she does very bad magic. So, physical value, also with range. Yeah. Is there anyone else that would value from a javelin? Dermot can't use them. I guess technically Seliph could. Because he can use a javelin and his magic's kind of bad. I actually think Altina is the big one. Of all the people that don't have a ranged attack, she's probably the biggest one right now. And if I give her a javelin, because... Yeah, I think that's probably better. So let's do that. Sorry, Ulster lovers. I just think we'll get more value out of a flyer that has pretty good magic with a magic sword, basically. Also, I was going to buy the heal staff back. And I do have some, like, custom weapons that I can give to whoever when I'm done. Like, also, don't forget to sell your javelin. Alright, so we wasted some of her money, sort of. But, I mean, it's not really a waste. It'll be useful. And then I said, Altina... How much money is she? Oh, she's capped on gold anyway. So she can do the arena next anyway. And while we're here, we'll buy her the javelin. Is there anything else we would change her up with? She's very, very strong. Very, very tanky. She might have a hard time in the arena because she doesn't have... Well, she could actually use that Brave Sword. That would probably get her through it for sure. Yeah. Oops. Because she has very little resistance, I'm gonna sort of swallow the loss of money here to give her the critical Brave Sword, basically. And that should make it just a little bit safer for her. I don't want to have to pay for the Gaybold, basically. Now, a lot of these fights aren't going to matter. I know we could have got through the first few rounds as is. But, the Brave Sword should help save her during the mages. Because she's only got 2 resistance. And she's got so much strength. You know, this is crazy. Oops, sorry about that. Heavy speed finger. Oh, I forgot to look at Fee's. We'll do Fee's and Altina's max stats at the same time. I got ahead of myself here, trying to rush. HP defense. Looks like she can get to 30 defense. That's really good. Man, that Brave Sword is so good. Anybody that can get a 50 kill Brave Sword. Oh. Beautiful weapon. So she basically killed everything before they could even attack her. That was pretty impressive. A little bit of luck. She's probably capped out her strength anyway, so. Alright. Anybody that wants this. But I can't hold it on to her. She's too good already. She's got the Gaebolg. She's got a sword. It's fine. Okay, let's do the Dragon Master stats. So Dragon Master skill caps, or attribute caps. 27 for strength, 15 for magic. 24 for skills, so she's got a little room. 22 for speed, so she's capped on speed. 29 for defense, not quite 30, but still very high. She's already capped. And 15 resistance. So all she can really get is like a bit of skill now. Skill and luck and HP. She's almost maxed out on everything we can do. And then Fee, because I forgot her. Let's see. Falcon Knight, 22 cap on strength, so she's not anywhere near that. That's too bad. 22 magic, that's great. 25 skills, she didn't get very close to that. But skill's not that important, so it's fine. She hit the 30 speed cap. 21 is the defense cap. She's actually as defensive as a Falcon Knight will ever get. That's kind of neat. And the resistance cap for her is 27, but I don't think she could ever get there without, I don't know, cheating, basically. Because she doesn't really have that high of resistance growth. It's decent, but it's not high enough to get to 27. Anyway, cool. Let's see if we can do like one or two more here before we wrap things up. Flyers are done. Archers are done. There's lots of cav to do. Let's see. Dermot, Nana, Arthur. Leaf should be fairly easy. Let's breeze him through there. I could probably sell something and then buy it back later, right? Recover's too expensive. We'll sell the axe and the lance for now. It's just so that I can get him more level ups. Oh, wait, I forgot. Altina has to sell this. Good thing I didn't send her out of the castle. Alright. Buy the Paragon Band. Good. Trying to speed through the micromanagement as quick as I can. Leaf is always interesting because he can just use anything. I will just sort of speed through most of these because it shouldn't be that hard. He's got really good skills and stats thanks to being a Master Knight. In fact, he's probably capped strength and speed, I betcha. Any trouble with Dark Bishops? I don't think he's going to have any trouble here. He managed to not get hit, which is nice, but he could have taken one hit there. Maybe even two, actually. Skill, HP, luck, resistance. Cool. And finally, Indra. Oh, he's got such a good avoid rate. She can barely touch him. No problem. Easy peasy. Slim Sword's pretty good. Alright, so there's his arena ing done. Let's buy him back the silver axe, I guess, because someone can use it. Maybe I'll end up maybe I should not give him the axe. We could give that to Hannibal. Hannibal can't use it. He can only use steel axe. There's only two people that can use the silver axe. It's Johan and Leaf. Wow. Alright. Take your axe. Was it this? He's got a steel bow. Oh, she's missing a lance. Alright, let's buy him. I guess the steel lance. We could give the slim lance to somebody else. He doesn't need it. Basically, you want the slim lance on someone who can't use a sword, in my mind. Because if you want a lighter weapon, you should just use a sword anyway. And if you can't, if you're Finn or something, you might want to have a slim lance as a backup, basically. Whereas Leaf, he can just use a sword or whatever. Okay, so Master Knight, the best class, I believe, has pretty good stat caps. A 27 strength cap, a 22 magic cap, which is ridiculous for a physical fighter, 27 for skill and speed, so he's got a little bit of skill left he could get, but his speed is done. 27 defense, he's pretty close, and 22 magic defense. So his magic and magic defense aren't very close, but pretty much all his physical stats are nearly capped. He could get 3 more skill and 3 more defense, but he got pretty close, and he still got you know, 3 level ups. He could technically still cap them both. Ares, do we do him next? Yeah, he's got no money though. Dang, why are you so broke, dude? No Paragon Band for you. Do I actually need to buy him the Brave Sword? How much is it? Oh, yeah, I did sell it back. He's not going to buy the the Paragon Band no matter what I do, so we'll just have him use the Brave Sword to make it quicker. I'm sure he could clear this out with his original weapons, maybe tossing in the bad level up, but tossing in, you know, his legendary weapon if he really needs a bit of extra help. But this is faster, and we're at an hour, so he's probably our last arena for the day. Sorry to say. At least he got some skill that level up. And final round, he went first at least, and then crushed them with Pursuit. Sad. I suppose what's good about that is he doesn't have to pay the repair cost, because that was the last arena fight, and he's kind of one of my poorest characters, so I can just sell it broken, and then someone else can pay for the repairs, which is not cheap, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, so Ares, the Paladin, I assume maybe the same stat caps as the female Paladin? I thought they might be different, but if they're the same as Nana's, then this will make sense. What was he before he was a Paladin? He was a, I wonder what, I can't remember the name of his class. Maybe it was traditionally Social Knight, because the order goes Social Knight, Troubadour, Paladin, so maybe Social Knights and Troubadours both promoted to Paladins. That might make sense if that's what he was in the old translation. So anyway, probably 24 strength cap, so he's already there. 20 magic, 24 skill and speed. He's got a ways to go. Hasn't been getting amazing skill and speed. It's actually his speed that's kind of his big failure there. Now, swords are light, so it's not a big deal, but it would be nice to have a little bit higher speed, I think. Over 20 would be optimal by the end of the game, I think. So 24 for skill speed, 24 for defense, and 20 for resistance. He's actually got a lot of resistance, too. Between Mistletoe and a relatively high base resistance. He's one of my better mage slayers, actually. Cool. Oh, I didn't actually, you know, while I'm trying to remember to repair everybody's stuff, let's spend a little bit of money on that. Okay, well, I'm going to end this episode here. We're obviously not quite done the arena or the inventory management, but I'd say we are probably at least halfway through, and we're kind of through also the ones that were slower, where we had things to talk about. The last half of them, some of them, like Carper doesn't count, Lean doesn't really count, Johan probably won't make it very far. You know, some of these will go pretty quick, and we'll just get stumped early on in the arena. So probably next episode won't take a full hour to clear the arena, and then we can get into the actual chapter. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And we got a lot of mages, so we definitely need to be deploying, like, carefully and quickly. So I can't really be wasting people in the arena at 1 HP and not able to deploy. We need a good, strong force. And definitely next episode we'll be planning out how to deal with this, because this is a lot. And I don't have any Julia, who might have been a good counter. So prepare for a lot of magic damage, basically. Jormungand is the normal C rank Black Tome. Hell is new. That just puts your HP at 1 if it hits. That's great. So Hell, Jormungand. Sleep, I didn't even see that before. Sleep can be scary. Depends on his magic. So anyone with less than 16 resistance is in trouble there. We have Silver Swords. We've got Fenrir for long range. Just the one. So 2 sleeps, 2 Fenrirs, super heal, and then Silver Bow, Silver Swords. That's a tough nut to crack there. That's gonna be tough. So wish me luck next episode. We'll finish up the arena, make sure everyone's equipped, and we're gonna have to deploy very carefully here, because they're on to us. Alright folks, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for the proper beginning to Chapter 10, hopefully. See you there.